The wind howled through the desolate streets of Archer Avenue, a lonely road flanked by the eerie shadows of Resurrection Cemetery. It was a place where the living dared not linger after dark, for it was said that the dead walked among the tombstones. And among them, one spirit stood out, a beautiful, tragic figure known only as Resurrection Mary. Mary had been a young woman in the 1930s full of life and dreams. She was the belle of the ballroom at the Oh Henry Ballroom, where she danced the night away with countless suitors. But her beauty masked a dark secret. On a cold winter night, after a heated argument with her lover, Mary fled the ballroom in tears. She wandered onto Archer Avenue, her white dress glowing in the moonlight. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. The next morning, Mary's lifeless body was found on the side of the road. She had been struck by a hit-and-run driver, her soul forever trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. But Mary's story didn't end there. Over the decades, countless drivers reported seeing a young woman in a white dress hitchhiking along Archer Avenue. She would climb into their car, silent and pale, only to vanish before they reached Resurrection Cemetery. One fateful night, a man named Tom decided to take a shortcut down Archer Avenue. He was skeptical of the legends, dismissing them as mere folklore. But as he drove past the cemetery, his headlights caught the figure of a woman standing by the roadside. She was breathtakingly beautiful, with flowing blonde hair and a vintage white dress. Against his better judgment, Tom pulled over. "Need a ride?" he asked, his voice trembling slightly. The woman nodded silently and slid into the passenger seat. She gave him an address just a few miles away, but as they drove, Tom noticed something strange. The woman was ice cold to the touch, and her breath didn't fog the air despite the freezing temperature. When he glanced at her reflection in the rearview mirror, she wasn't there. Panic set in as they approached Resurrection Cemetery. The woman turned to him, her eyes hollow and filled with sorrow. "This is where I get out," she whispered. Before Tom could respond, she vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the faint scent of roses and a chilling silence. Tom never drove down Archer Avenue again. But to this day, drivers still report seeing Mary, her ghostly figure wandering the road, searching for something or someone. Some say she's looking for her lost love, while others believe she's seeking justice for her untimely death. Whatever the truth, one thing is certain: Resurrection Mary's